Hey, it's John Ward, the Healthy Networker, and I'm not really going to wait for anybody to pop on here yet, but I'm really excited today to interview my good friend, Sandra Hicks. She's from Canada. She's in Las Vegas on her way to Belize.
Hey, it's John Ward, the Healthy Networker. I'm really excited.
Just turn the volume down now on that, Sandra. Okay, thank you. And so anyway, she's got an amazing story. But first of all, before we get into that, let me get just some house cleaning done. If you're watching this live, please put a 1 in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, put a 2 in the comments. And we would really appreciate it because it kind of lets us know how we're doing and where we're doing and when we're doing. And then lastly, if you would, since, like Sandra's on here from Canada, I'm in Naples, Florida, and she's all the way out in Alberta. Is that right, Sandra?
I'm in Las Vegas right now.
Correct. And so anyway, so if you would just tell us where you're viewing from, that would be a big help too. And lastly, I just want to clarify that this will be Sandra's story and her story alone, and we are not making any medical claims. So it's just us telling a story and me kind of guide interviewing her. So with that, we're going to get started, and we'll be about 20 minutes. And I think you're going to really appreciate what Sandra has to say. So, Sandra, how are you today?
I'm fantastic.
And are you a little warmer than you are up in Alberta?
No, because we're getting some Canadian weather down here.
It just follows you, doesn't it? Wherever you go. Well, when you get to Belize, I'm sure that won't happen.
Well, it's raining there.
Yeah. So, well, it'll all be better and it'll all be good and it'll be what it's going to be. So let me ask you a question for our audience. Let's just share briefly who Sandra Hicks is, so they just kind of get an idea of who you are and, where you're from and how you ended up here a little bit.
Okay. I'm 75 years old, young.
You don't work.
I'm retired, and I have had some nasty things in my past. About 7 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer of the bowel and had surgery. One lymph node showed cancerous, so they decided I should do chemo. I took 3 of those and almost died. And after that, I decided I'm going the healthy route. So I started looking into other alternatives to do things to keep myself healthy. And I've been in, 3 with you, John, now?
I think so.
Yeah. And this last one is the one that I think is going to help. What started me with this is this year I had a CT scan, which I have to have every year, and it showed an unusual amount of lymph nodes showing this year. So I bought 1 pack and I tried it and, digress a bit. 1st of September, I had a bowel obstruction. Unbelievable pain. Like, I've never had it that bad. So I got the pack and I used it, and it alleviated the pain as long as I wore the patch. When I took the patch off, I had the pain again. Well, since then, I've got it down now to where my pain is probably during the day, maybe 2. It does go up at night, but I've got another patch that I use that takes that away. So that's my story. Up to date, the patch has helped me with the pain.
Let me just stop you right because let me just stop you right there a
Yeah.
minute, Sandra, because people really may not know what we're talking about. So, Sandra and I have known each other probably for what, 5 years roughly.
At least.
Yeah. And anyway, I'm commonly known as the healthy networker around, but one of the things that people have been able to trust me with is that I do a lot of research, and Sandra's always trusted me. So with this last finding, we found a breakthrough stem cell technology, and it comes in the form of a patch, and you can see it right there on her hand. And so that's what she's talking about. So go ahead and expand on how it's helping you.
Okay. I have the glutathione here.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to help with the lungs. As you get older and you don't do exercise like John does, your breathing isn't as deep, and it can take a little bit of time, or you get short of breath or whatever. I use that. I'm finding it's helping. I use my other one, and I just noticed the other day, my big toes have they've been like almost where I couldn't move them, bend them. Well, my left one now is like this, and my right one is a little left behind it. That's just my toes. My hair is growing back in. I haven't, it might be going dark again. I don't know, because was going gray and then I'm in between. My skin is getting softer. Hopefully all the wrinkles will go away. I do have some crepiness that I want to be gone. And I have some stomach problems that off and on, depending on what I eat. Those are just a few of the things.
We kind of,
Nice, because of the dryness.
yeah.
And now I only have to put drops in maybe twice a week.
Wow, that's awesome. So, so let's digress here just a little bit. So your skin is getting softer, your hair is growing back in, your crooked toes, let's call them, are straightening out. Your pain level is dramatically reduced and getting better weekly.
Mm-hmm.
And I do remember when you first had that bout in September, and that's just a little bit after you started the breakthrough stem cell. And we kind of talked through that a little bit because it did scare you, that, there was maybe something with the patch, and we talked through that. And one of the things I want to share with everybody, and just hold that patch up again, if you would. So in there, you see that little round white space? There are 0 ingredients in this product. 0. That is simply crystals that are programmed with a frequency that targets a specific molecule in the body. And what I mean by that is, think about it like this. You go stand in the sunshine. Everybody kind of knows this. Doctors tell you to do it. And go stand in the sunshine, and the sun creates a chemical reaction in the body that causes you to produce stem cell, or to produce vitamin D. Or you go and get in the sunshine and you're looking to get a tan. It's simply a chemical reaction from the sun light that causes, I think it's called myelin or something like that, is the technical name. And that's how you get tan. It's not the sun burning you so much as it is the chemical reaction. So simply hold that patch up again. That patch is basically causing a chemical reaction from your body heat into the body, and it's programmed to directly affect this specific molecule. And what that molecule does is it elevates this copper molecule, which then does miraculous things for the body. And then once it's balanced, then it starts producing stem cells, that molecule, and it produces collagen. That's why Sandra's skin is getting better. That is why she's now going to start rejuvenating and regenerating. So there's some great things happening just simply because of this little patch that she's wearing right now. And it is an amazing technology. It was developed 20 years ago. It's phototherapy, basically. So it's really cool. And so we talked through that time, and we talked about just what I kind of described, and you were still unsure, but then the doctors found the obstruction. So it had nothing to do with the patch whatsoever. So, and that was
it was the first day that I got the patches. I put one on, and that's when it hit.
Yeah. So
but it works. I've also, my brother's dog had a growth on the back of his left leg.
Wow.
And back left leg. And it was getting to the point where it was hard for him to walk or even lay down. And I said, okay, this is my treat for Chucky. I'm going to start putting these stem cells on Chucky. And I would put it on his collar, hook it onto his collar every day. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see pictures of him of when I started, when I halfway through before I left. And then Monique sent me a picture yesterday, and it's gone down again. So it's reducing the tumor that the vet wanted to charge them $500 to take off his leg.
Yeah. Yeah. So
he's a family member. So,
you know, it's amazing. We have, and this technology, thank you, Kara. It's called melanin for the chemical reaction for suntans. Thank you. So it works for animals, and we know this. And the cool thing about this is that this patch, really, you can wear it on your clothes. It activates this chemical reaction 3 to 6 inches from your body. So you could literally wear it on your clothes. You could wear it on a pendant. You could hold it in your hand on the edge 3 to 6 inches from your body. And look, we have people who respond in the first 15 minutes. We have people like my wife. It took 6 weeks. She has autoimmune. I'll tell you that story in just a little bit. And it's just, but we know it works 100% of the time. We know that. And, you know, this is a 15-year-old company. This is not a new company. This technology was developed 20 years ago, and our company is 15 years old. And because there are 0 ingredients, here's the cool thing. Because there are 0 ingredients, professional sports players, football, basketball, you pick any professional sport, have historically worn our product. Okay, Serena Williams wears it. Tim Duncan wore it through his whole career. The soccer player that's married to one of the Pussycat Dolls wore our product throughout his career. Olympians can wear it because everyone tests negative. Therefore, it's a technology. Therefore, we're in 120 countries, and we have an infrastructure where we ship from 13 different warehouses. It's amazing. It's an amazing, amazing product. So, Sandra, let's get back to you a little bit. That's why we're here. So, how would you describe your overall well-being right now? Just how you feel.
How I feel is I feel great. Like I say, I do have a bit of breathing problems. That's why I'm wearing this where I'm wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
And but I'm 75. I'm not getting younger yet, but that's the way it's going to go. I feel that my health is as good as it was 10 years ago. But I have lost a lot of weight, which isn't attributed to the patch, but I need to put some back on. And for anyone that is having any kind of a problem, there's a 30-day money back guarantee. You know, you buy it, you try it. If it doesn't work, send it back in. I did have a customer that had to happen. It did not help him, and he got his money back.
Yeah.
This company is fantastic. The product is the best I've ever tried, and it's going to last me until I go home to God.
Yeah. And that's the way I feel. You know, it's kind of interesting you said that. I was thinking this morning, you know, if you enjoy life, and everyone should enjoy life,
mm-hmm.
You want to live your life.
Yeah.
So you have to take responsibility for your life and for your health to be able to live your life and not just exist. And one of the cool things about you is you every winter you go to Belize.
Yep.
And you kind of stocked up, didn't you?
Yeah, that I did, and I'm going down there to show some people down there about it.
Right.
Getting stuff into Belize isn't easy.
Correct.
And you more or less have to take what you're taking.
Or be creative.
Or be creative. Hi, John. But it does take 5 weeks from Florida.
Right. Yeah, we know
no,
that.
It's a third world country, and I do have some people down there that I'm going to be using this product on. One is very sick, and I'm going to try it. But if people are open to trying something, because I've been in so many of these things, everyone says, "Oh yeah, there she goes again. What's she going to peddle this time?"
Right.
Well, if you don't try it, you can't talk about it.
Right.
And if you don't try it, it's not going to help you. Right. So the only way to shut me up is try it and see what it does for you.
Well, let me just elaborate on what you said there. You know, one of my beliefs, I've been in the health and nutrition industry for 20 years. And my belief as the years have gone is some of the leading and cutting edge products are with direct sales companies. And because they look for solutions. And, you know, this company is no different. I mean, the inventor of this product now has scientists from multi-billion-dollar companies contacting him going, how in the heck did you figure this out? And we are nowhere close to a billion-dollar company. Will we? Maybe. I don't know. But, last year worldwide, we did $50 million. Okay. Because of this new stem cell breakthrough, we may double that this year just from that product right there. So this is probably the best hope. Let me say that again. This is probably the best hope if you are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. That you can possibly spend your money on, that you can possibly, because we're only talking about US dollars, a simple cup of coffee a day. That's what we're talking about.
In Canada, it's about 2.
So yeah, but I'm talking about the US, and
yeah.
But 2 cups of coffee, I mean, you have to evaluate what's your health worth.
I was going to say that. What is your health worth? What can you give up to make your health better?
Exactly. And the old saying goes that one of my favorite sayings is, you can spend time and money now being healthy, or eventually you're going to spend all of your time and all of your money being sick. You choose. My parents ran out of money because they had to go somewhere where they could be taken care of. They ran out of money. It happens over and over and over again. And I'm so happy that you've had the faith and trust and belief in me and the belief in yourself to take the responsibility and say, you know what, I'm not doing it this way anymore. I'm going to make a change. And now look what happened. I mean, the glow and look, that smile right there says it all. That says everything. And, so we're coming up on, the top of the hour here, the bottom of the hour, however they say it. What would be, what would you want to say to people right now, to our audience?
I have a lot of friends, and I know what your ailments are. If you would be a little bit more adventurous and try this. As I said, it's a 30-day money back guarantee. You put the money out, you're going to get it back. If it doesn't work, but you have to be able to get into our group, get into our chat, get into our testimonial page, see what other people are doing, find out where the best place to put the patch is for what you have.
Yeah.
But it's going to help. It's helping people with, and it's not curing, it's helping people with bad hips, bad legs, bad feet, bad blood pressure, bad eyes, bad whatever. It's helping them.
Yeah.
And my arthritis. Hey guys, that's my fists. Couldn't do that a little while ago. So try it. That's all I'm asking is try it, get the results, and join the group.
Yeah.
John is the best one if you ever have any questions. He's always there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And just real quick, I'll give you how I ended up here, with this is my wife had a bulging disc and was in a lot of pain and ran across a friend of mine who made a post on Facebook. It was fluky. And my wife's very meditative, and she went into meditation, and I said, this might help. It's energy. She came out of meditation. She said, order it now, get in the business, and tell me when it's done. And I about fell over. It made me skeptical. But anyway, it took her 6 weeks. My wife has 2 autoimmunes. Her discomfort from the bulging disc went away. In about 6 weeks, her symptoms from her autoimmune started disappearing. One of the symptoms with autoimmune, and her whole family has had to wear hearing aids. So you start hearing becomes difficult. And she was already scheduled for a test. And at 9 weeks, she came to me and she said, John, I got something to tell you. And I said, what? I'm kind of, I didn't know what she was going to say. And she said, I canceled my appointment. My hearing is 100% back. The things that are happening with this product, you shed tears with people, you cry with people, you're emotional with people, you're so happy for people. If you ever truly wanted to be part of something where you're truly helping people, take a look at this. Take a look, get with Sandra. If you're a friend of Sandra's, get with her. Don't be afraid of what the past has said. The only thing that is here is now. It doesn't matter what was then, and it doesn't matter what will be. It's about now. And if you're struggling and you want to make a change, and you're friends to Sandra's, get with her. If you're a friend of mine, get with me. And we will get you the information so you can make a very educated decision for yourself and for your family. So, Sandra, I so appreciate you, and I've appreciated this 30 minutes together with you. And you did great. For any anxiety you had, it didn't show.
Well, that's good, because I'm trying to follow in your footsteps.
Well, thanks.
Big footsteps, but little ones for me, big ones for you. But
the old saying goes, giant leap for man and one small step for mankind.
Yeah. But all I can say is, to end this, is let your body heal itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, we really appreciate you. If you know of anyone, share this video. Like, even if it's not for you, share the video, because it may impact somebody who really needs it. And many people do not talk about what's truly they're struggling with. Some do, some are very vocal about it, but many don't. And we just don't know what people's struggles are. So it would be a big help to them. Sandra, I'll talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Have a great time in Vegas, and we'll be talking.
Thanks, John.
Bye, guys.